Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to Waylon Myers Old Iron. Man, tell you what, we finally got to do it. We finally got to work on the Dirty Dozen a little bit. I'm so happy. Oh, everything was just working against me, you know. Something just come up, one thing after another. It was that tractor, and then it was something else, and on, and that's okay, because tonight I just really sunk my teeth into it, you know, and I really got to enjoy myself out here in the shop for a few hours. And I got one of the seats. Well, I'll just show you. Instead of telling you what I did, I'll just show you what I did, and then I've got to do it all over again because I've got to do the other seat. But it's so much fun. I just love beating around on this old metal and cutting and grinding and welding and spitting and scratching. Oh man, there just ain't nothing like being out in your shop, you know. So let's get into it. See what's going on around here. I do believe my pants are on fire. Looks like my chair's on fire. I believe my table's on fire. Oops!
Hey, welcome to Rat Rod. My name's Waylon Wire, and don't ever do what we do here on this channel.
Well, I took this thing out last night and blew the snow out there and cleaned up my parking area, my yard out front here. This thing the needle never even moved off the cold mark. So the radiator repair was a success. Now, here's the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey used to say. There were two people who commented on that video and said, you know, Ken, I'm surprised you didn't solder that radiator. And I go, well, I surprise people all the time, you know. I surprised me too, because here's the real deal. Before I tore into that thing far enough to see, I mean, I can see the big crack, and I just went and ordered a new radiator. I go, well, that's it, because I actually, to tell you the truth, I thought it was a plastic tank on there, and so I jumped the gun. I screwed up. And that's what I do here. I screw up and then I show the whole world, and I wouldn't have to do that, you know. Y'all would have never known. But, yeah, I really messed up because I didn't have to order that new radiator. If I'd have known what I know now, I would have just soldered that thing. And I bet it would have been good for a long time. But then again, sometimes these old radiators, they you know, they'll spring a leak and then you fix that and then you start chasing it, you know, and you'll spring another one. And so I guess the old boy deserves a new radiator, but yeah, the truth is I blew it, you know, and I'm not sure if I'll put the new one in, or probably will, because I got to put that shroud back in. In order to do that, I have to pull the radiator and the whole front end off anyway. So yeah, I'll probably put the new one in, but you know what? I'm going to put this one on the shelf, because knowing me and how I beat on this tractor, well, it wouldn't surprise me a bit if one day I run a stick or a limb right through that radiator, you know. You never know. Because I ain't real nice at this tractor. It has served me well. Plus, I've never spent much money on it. The only thing I ever did, I got thinking about it, and I had some kind of seal leaking in the front there, and I fixed that, and that was probably 20 years ago. And other than that, it just keeps on going. You know, I've just beat it to death. It was in pretty good shape until one time me and Danny Brown decided to do some scrapping. We hauled a whole bunch of scrap metal, load after load, and this tractor got all beat up.
What about the carburetor? Hell, it's all right.
And that's you know, that's what happened to the hood and the hood side panels, and
No big deal.
you know, nothing fits anymore. But I'm going to try and beat it out a little bit, straighten it up a little bit, and maybe get my side panels to fit again. But now, for right now, it's got to go outside, because my next little project is I got to bring a Subaru car in here. A friend of mine is kind of struggling a little bit, I guess you could say, and her car's in the shop, and she's driving her mom's car, but her mom's car didn't have snow tires on it. Her mom's quite elderly and in not good health at all, and the gal's missed a lot of work taking her mom to the doctor appointments and all that. So I said, hey, I'll throw those snow tires on, because for me, that's nothing. You know, that's just nothing. I'll pull that in here and shoot, 15-minute job, 20 maybe, I don't know. But you know, sometimes we can do something that's just means nothing. It's just nothing to us, you know. But it could be a big deal to somebody else. It could be a big help. So yeah, I'm happy to do that. I'm gonna pull that rig in here and throw those snow tires on it, and then you can get on to something else around here. Who knows what'll happen next? I know what I hope happens next, but I seem to keep getting interruptions. All right, let's get busy. Well, I'm gonna let that tractor idle for a while, see if I can get it to come up to temp and check the antifreeze. Maybe it will without a fan shroud on. I might put a piece of cardboard in front of that radiator. That's what I'll do. That's what my old pappy used to do. Get his old 49 Chevy warmed up in the winter time. He also used to, we had wood heat, and he'd take his ash pan we used to take ashes out of the heating stove in the living room, and he'd fill that up with hot coals and go out and set it underneath that old Chevy under the oil pan. And it is a wonder it never caught on fire. I don't know how, because this thing always dripped oil, leaked oil, and the memories. Good stuff. I think I mentioned in another video that a friend gave me this snowblower to possibly use on my roof this winter, and I can pick it up. You know, it's pretty light. And it does a pretty good job, man. I was shocked, pleasantly surprised. It's been sitting here in the shop for a while. I brought it in after I got back from my trip, and it was like, okay, I got to tinker with that. Okay, I got to start that snowblower. Okay, I got to mess with that snowblower, and things just kept popping up, you know. So tonight, I said, okay, this is the night. Well, I came out here, put some fresh gas in it, hit that prime button a few times, set the choke, and gave this little cord right here a yank. And that's all there is to it. So it's got a place where you can plug a electric cord onto it, and it gives you an electric start, and that part's not working. It's just it sounds like the starter spinning over, but it's not engaging. That's what it sounds like. And yeah, I will investigate that a little further, but this is no big deal right now.
No big deal.
You know, it starts and runs, and it starts really well and runs real well. So I didn't even put a spark plug in it. I might do that, you know, just for good measure. Yeah, for right now, I've got something else I want to do. The something else that I want to do is start working on my seats for the Dirty Dozen. I'm kind of getting back in Dirty Dozen mode. You know, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, man. I want to start thinking about my seats, and you know, about where they're going to sit in there, and the height, and the distance, and the back toward the back of the cab, whatever. Probably won't have any adjustment on them. I don't see any need to, because I'm probably about the only hillbilly that's going to be driving this thing. Anyway, yeah, I got some ciphering to do. I need to put a little bit of a floorboard in it, possibly. This is a World War II era military seat out of like a big Army 6x6 or something. And these little snaps here, this would have had a canvas. This would have had canvas around I'm not going to pad it up too much. I've got some pieces of foam here, some various selections, and it's not going to take much. Oh yeah, you know, that's fine. I don't know if I need one in the back. Might throw a little pad back there of some kind, but I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway, yeah, that's 4 inches, and that's probably going to be enough. Shave a little off so they can get the fabric. Oh, man. Jump back. Whoo! I mean, done told you what. Yeah, that's going to be nice. Yeah, I can see this happening. It needs to have a full bottom and then a partial little back. Come up with a way to tie that in. It's got some little metal tabs here, like that and that. And, we'll figure out a way to mount the cushions on those little tabs. No, paint these. No. No, John, I'm not going to do it. The old truck was sitting out in some sagebrush, and there was a brush fire, and the thing burnt. And this was about the only thing left to get salvaged with these seats. But I'm going to get in there with the wire brush and clean them up. See. Okay, I got to put a mask on, and this is going to take a while. This is going to be a tedious job, so I got to get some tunes cranking out here, so you guys won't be able to hear me. I mean, you won't have to hear me. Put it that way. Boy, I'm so mad I could drink black coffee. If I didn't have iced tea, that's what I'd do. You know what I did? I went to town today, got groceries, and I forgot to get tea bags. Ain't that a revolting development? Man. Well, I'm gonna crank up some tunes and get busy. Boy, that's some heavy duty stuff right there. That's some heavy metal. There we go. You know, a lot of this rat rod building is hours and hours and hours and hours that you don't ever see. On that frame, I welded for days. Somebody commented on that last video, said, "You're 70 years old, how do you get up and down like that? How do you move around like that?" Well, the answer is I keep moving, I don't stop. If I stop, I'll seize up. I don't want to seize up, so I'll just keep moving. I've always moved real fast. When I remember I was packing up my motel room and getting ready to leave, where was that? Mountain View, Arkansas, when I was on my trip. And I had unloaded the back seat of the car so I could take Danny Brown and his son to lunch and make room for everybody. So the next morning I was loading my car back up, and I didn't think anything of it. I guess I was picking them up and putting them down, boy. And this lady was sitting over there in a chair smoking a cigarette. And she said, "Are you late?" I said, no, that's just how I roll. You know, I've just been that way my whole life. I don't care if I'm going down a dead end street backwards. As long as I'm going 100 miles an hour, I'm happy. Now, I've got to come in from the bottom and brace this up, this floor, the whole thing, and build a drive shaft cage so that thing can't fly out there and break loose and hit me in the face or something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get it up in the air and do that, but kind of wanted to get an idea where this seat might sit, and well, that's looking pretty good. And you see what I mean now about cutting this down. See, nobody will ever see that because it'll be cut back there in that seam, and the cushion's going to cover it. But I'll keep this nice little contour, this nice little curve here, and just lower it down. Just set her down a little, and because this would be real uncomfortable to get in and out of as it is. But if I lower that down, I think it'll be all right. Yeah, that's going to be all right. If I cut that side down, that's going to be wonderful. Now, I can tell that I'm going to need to be further up in the air. I mean, I got that tied open. I'm low riding right now, man. I'm dragging knuckles right now. So I'll bring it up, but I guess I'll go ahead and reinforce that floor, bring it up level, and build that drive shaft cage. Yeah, that's gonna be good. I like it. But you know, this has got hinges on it too. I could make it so this would flip up and store some stuff underneath there. And you know what? That'd probably be a real good idea. I'm glad you all thought of that. Because yeah, I think that'd be a dandy idea. I'm gonna free those hinges up and get them oiled up so they will function. Guess maybe I need to get it up in the air and beef up that floor. But I'm really itching to get to the fun part, do some fabricating on this seat. So I might do that too. Yeah, buddy. Got to get some fabric, and I'll show you what. The interior on this thing is going to be minimal. I mean, you know, just functional. There's not going to be much to it. There's an indentation here, like kind of a bead roll in this door panel, and I think I'm going to make a door card and cover this inside of this, make a panel there. And then one for the other side, although I had to replace all that one over there. It was all rusted out. But that's fine. I'll mimic that side with this side and put that, cover a little card and a door card and put it in there with the same upholstery that I'm used for the seat. Now, I'll let you in on a little secret. I was going to keep this a secret, but shh, I'll let you in on it if you don't tell nobody. What we're going to do is, we're going to try to find some tartan fabric. It's long about like this, and I can't find one that's exactly like it. They make one. They make exactly this same thing in a little. I don't know exactly what it is. It's like a paper that you put it in water and it softens, or however that works, and then you can dip like a coffee cup in it or whatever and cover it with this. And make a personalized cup with this very particular tartan. It says on that paper, it says GMC tartan on it. So you can get that, but it's just little pieces of paper, and I can't find the fabric exactly like this, but I can find something that's close enough. It will kind of mimic that on the inside. Now I'm trying to find the GMC V6. Now you can actually look it up online. If you type into Google GMC V6 tartan, well, this is what you get. And there's the valve covers. And there they are, and there they are. You know, and then you can actually download the pattern. It's exactly like the valve covers, but it's not fabric. There it is. So what I do is, you know, I'm looking for red, black, yellow plaid fabric, and I come up with this one, which is not it, but it's about as close as I can get. It's got some yellow in it, and what I want to do is put some yellow piping around that cushion. You can see the yellow in this and the yellow in this, but that's about as close as I'm going to be able to get, and that's okay. I guess, you know, it's set at an angle on the valve covers, So maybe I'll do that with the fabric. Maybe I'll have the guy put it at an angle. I don't know. I guess it would look better if it matched the angle on the valve covers. But anyway, yeah, I'm looking, and so far that's about the closest one I can find is this one, I think. Maybe there's another one that had some yellow. Yeah, there's one that's got some more yellow in it, but I can't find the exact match. But that's okay. Anyway, that's what I'm looking for. Some red, black, and yellow tartan. And I will get. I'll have him around these cushions. Let me grab foam. On my seat cushions, what I'll do is have them covered in some kind of plaid tartan that's kind of close to this. I found some that are kind of close, and then what I'll do is have I'll pull this yellow out of here, take this little yellow, and have him put yellow piping around the edge of that cushion, and that'll just pop, man. That'll make it pop. Probably need a ground on here somewhere. Just guessing. Oh, I got to get that hinge freed up too. That'd be nice. Nice to have that so you can tip it up. Store your fire extinguisher under the seat. Yeah, jumper cables, something, you know, whatever. All right, here we go. Wire her off. There's a thick piece of metal right there. Well, that's not doing quite what I wanted to do. We'll do it a little different. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Good enough for the girls we go out with. You know, if I were to say that nowadays, everybody would think that I was copying. They would think I was copying Vice Grip Garage, but I was using that saying before he was born. But of course, everyone would accuse me of copying it. They heard me say that now. Pretty sure. Get yourself on there. You were just in perfect position there a second ago. You can't get to quite sit there where it belongs. Trying to get it just ever so. Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Alright, I think I've got one more little thing I'm going to do. One day I went across the shop, boy, I was bounding across the shop and picking them up and putting them down, and all of a sudden in mid-stride I stopped and I said, huh, what were you going after, Waylon? What's the deal? I don't know. Sometimes I start out like that and just turn around and go back, do something else. I don't know what it was. I bet y'all ain't never done. None of you have ever done anything like that, have you? Okay. This thing stop rocking around, rocking and rolling. Need more. My little divorce stool out here. I really like this little divorce. We'll call it a night. It's only, what, 10 minutes till 12? Something like that? No, that clock forgot to set itself back. Yeah, we'll finish welding that up, but I don't see anything wrong with that. Don't know what you all think about it. There's only one person that has to like it. Now, I think that's going to be just dandy. I'm going to set it in the truck and then maybe slide off over in it and see how it works. True love of mine, true love of mine. Well, I'm going to end the video here, but that's pretty good. I like it. I like my seat. I like this. I was able to keep that contour, and that's what I was after. So good. Yeah, we're going to end this one here. May the bird of paradise fly up your nose. May an elephant caress you with his toes. May your wife be plagued with runners in her hose. May the bird of paradise fly up your nose. Hey, I really am happy that you come by the shop and spent a little time with me here tonight. We had a lot of fun, and until I see you next time, you know what? I sure do appreciate you. We'll see you later. Thanks.